Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
Hello everyone, Wolf Cara, back. Some of you will have seen it's been a long time since I've done any videos. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. Some family issues came up and I had to take a break. I'm trying to get back into making YouTube or doing YouTube. So the first couple of videos might be a bit awkward as I get back into the swing of things, but I'll try my best. We're gonna be doing a playthrough of Dredge. I have already played Dredge in the past, before the 2 DLCs that came out, so I don't know any of their content. So yeah, let's get into it. Excuse any sniffles you may hear. I am a little sick at the moment. Job listing, angler wanted. The morning light fills your eyes as you try to sit upright. You're lying on a cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. A short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking a boat nearby. The man notices you. Welcome to Great Marrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. How well. I'm glad to see our new fishermen upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move your things into one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. I'll let you get out there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the light. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time. It can really creep up on you. Okay, tab. Cabin. Pursuits. Catch a fish for the day. Undock. I kept the tutorials on, I did say in the intro that I have played this before the updates, before the DLCs, but I've kept the tutorials on just in case the new DLCs bring in new mechanics that I'm not familiar with, so that I can at least know what I'm doing then. Because the last thing I want is to now get to the new parts and I don't understand what to do. so I kept tutorials on for that. There are different areas to go in this game, and I'm gonna try and catch each version. There's aberrations of each fish type, so I want to try and catch all the different types before we end up going to the other areas on the map, if that makes sense. I wanna finish an entire area before we go to the next one. Okay, let's go pick up this book. Message 20 August 1927. Morning of the second day of the honeymoon and our first day proper. Today we're sailing around the islands and inlets at the back of Greater Marrow. I love the rocks here, the layers and the colors are so striking. Furthermore, the fishing is relatively poor in these shallows, so I know he'll keep his hands on the wheel instead of the rods. He renamed the boat last night, Julie. He did a fancy renaming ceremony and everything. I think he took that more seriously than the wedding. Supposedly, it's very important to perform it correctly, lest you want ill fortune to follow the vessel. He wanted to throw away everything with the old name on it, but I kept the keychain. Ocean Riches was a good name. I think he has prepared a surprise picnic lunch. I can see the basket half hidden, stuffed under a blanket at the front of the cabin. I love it when he tries to be romantic. I was gonna try and dock there to store my fish. But let's not get back to the dock. You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mayor is waiting nearby. I see you've returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As mentioned earlier, your old boat is too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel, yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Until your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. A small amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So, to recap, you'll need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt, and in turn, keeping the population fed and satisfied. Understand? I go sell fish. Selling fish helps the town and pays off my debt. Got it. Off you go then, sell those fish while they're still fresh. Fishmonger. You entered a squad-lit shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around the downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, huh? Surprised they found a new one so fast. What's your name? What happened to the other one? It takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not the life for everyone. Anyway, to business. I'll pay you for the fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns on other islands might pay you differently, but well, you still got a debt outstanding here. I suggest you work on paying it off first. Let's see what you got. Sell all fish for $156, and I only get to keep 133 of that. The mayor is standing outside the fishmonger's store. Excellent. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here. I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? A research part. Oh, one last thing. A local shipwright mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You should pay her a visit. Shipwright. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. You must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I am not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is up front and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take any damage from the rocks, or any damage at all, I can patch it up, mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hull she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are all splintered and scratched. Take a look around. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install. So plan ahead. Can't afford that. Nope. I can afford that, but I think I want. Oh, I can't afford the light. Okay, so we'll take the rusty outboard engine. And we'll put this research part in my storage, and then we'll go to resting until dawn. I want to take a trip around the back of the island. I'll go this way around. A floating buoy. It serves to mark safe passage past dangerous rocks and obscured hazards. Its dim light also provides a view for sight in the gloom of the night. I can't catch flounder yet. I can't catch that. Nope. Okay. Oh yeah, I must have this. Do those count part of... I would say they count like in between. I'll gather them eventually. When I maybe have the light in front of my boat. Okay, there was nothing back here. The stone hums quietly, sending ripples through the air around it. Faint shapes dance upon its surface, vanishing before your eyes can focus on them. Place your hand on the stone. The cold stone does not respond to your touch. I've never figured out what those are. All that's left of this boat is an old husk. You pull a little closer, look inside. Ah, some wood, an old ring, another research pot, and an old iron chain, some lumber. What's this? A slab of rock juts out the water, bearing crude symbols of carved fish. At its base, a rough shape has been chiseled away. What are these? I know these are cards. Is it just cod? I think it is. It doesn't look like any of these. I think it's just cod. Oh, bearing crude symbols of curved fish. It is the cod. Switch. Turn on the light. I've got to get back to the dock. What is this? Oh, the lighthouse towers above. Waves crash endlessly against its perilous rocks below. All creatures, human or otherwise, would have their brittle bodies broken and thrown at its feet. You ponder at the intrinsic excuse my dyslexia, people. Intrinsic power of this structure, a vast column of stone shouldering the responsibility of countless lives. How long will it stand? How long until it decays into ruin, its purpose exhausted? The lighthouse towers above. Exposure to fog and other things increase your panic. Bright lights and sleeping will reduce it. Yeah, let me just catch some arrow squid and then we'll go back to dock. Light. Okay, fishmonger. I've had a special order come through from a customer. If you can fulfill it, I'll pay you above normal prices. Tell me about the order. They asked for 1 gulf flounder and 1 grey eel. Just bring them in when you have them. You'll need to have the rod that can handle shallow water fish in order to catch those. The shipwright should be able to sort that for you. Don't overcommit yourself, especially when the sun starts going down. Better come back with a small catch than to not come back at all. So, tab, cabin, pursuit. Storage. Can I buy... The skies were lit up with a weird crimson glow the other night. Did you see it? I did see it now. It's currently there at the corner of the top. I can't afford the rod. Oh, this whole thing is faster than these ones. Okay. I can't buy all like it. No. Okay. We'll get some rest. A hunched woman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visual apprehension. Why are you here? I've come to fish. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. She turns and shuffles back along the path that leads to the light. The mayor wants to speak to me. Just the person I was hoping to see. Will you be sailing out east towards Little Marrow? Would you give this package to the dock worker there, please? Okay. The mayor hands you a small damp package bound with string. It's dripping slightly. The dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Don't forget to check your compass and map if you get lost. Okay, well, let's go deliver that. Oh, I see another bottle. I'll go get that in a moment. What, a delivery? Let's see here. He tears a small hole into the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. Yeah, nice and fresh. This will do nicely. I'm to pay you, I suppose. He hands you some money. I was given this old book a few weeks back, but it didn't make much sense to me. Surely you'll get more use out of it. He pulls a crumpled book from his back pocket and hands it to you. A number of pages are folded over. Keep it in your cabin. Perhaps you can read it while you're on the water. Stop by for a chat anytime. I know how lonely it can be. Trader. You enter a brightly lit shop. It's packed with antiques, the shelves full of jewelry and other babbles. An old man peers at you over silver spectacles. Hello, is that no? Huh, I don't believe we've met. Forgive me, my eyes aren't what they used to be. I specialize in antiques and jewelries. I'll purchase any special trinkets you happen to have. Have you got anything nice with you today, perhaps? Not on me, but in my storage. I have an old iron chain and a citron ring. Pleasure doing business. Kevin, I haven't read this yet. Sustainable fishing. Select as active book. Past time to read. Okay, so that will That's our research that will get done as we're busy boating around. Okay, let's come get this note. And then we could go around this back side of the island. I will read the note in a moment. I take it I have to have the dredging tool. Yeah. What's that? God. Oh, dolphins! Come on. Let's go back to that if there's time. Go back to that. Ooh, that must be from the new update. That must be the oil rig. Aw, they just disappeared. Am I supposed to like fill the spaces with? Oh yeah, I need 2 more. Okay, let's get back before something happens. Where is that arrow squid? No. Where is that from? I definitely saw a light out there. Okay, let's sell the fish first. He's saying the same as the last time. Don't overcommit yourself. I'm fine. Okay, I don't think I made enough to buy. I can buy the rod or I can buy the light. Let's buy the rod first. Okay. Then we quickly read the note. Message. 21st August 1927. We had a slight accident yesterday around the shallows at the back of Greater Marrow. A rock seemingly appeared out of nowhere and struck the front of the boat. It did not penetrate the hull, but it jostled us around, and a few items fell overboard into the water. We did not see what they were, which is of some concern, but we believe all important articles are accounted for. He's been checking over some notes from the boat renaming ceremony. He is paranoid that he performed the steps incorrectly. I have never known him to be so superstitious. Rest. Okay. Well, that's gonna be all for today, guys. I'm trying to keep the episodes just under 30 minutes, or 30 minutes, or just over 30 minutes. Not too long of episode. Bye for now. We'll see you guys in, or I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.